A while ago, I was going to make a third documentary about clans to close out this chapter of my Rec Room and YouTube career. It was going to be 5 parts, and it was going to discuss clan histories, and then with each episode was going to discuss a topic. The first one was going to be about corruption with Rec Room. The second was about racism and Nazism, and the fourth was going to specify pedophilia in Rec Room clans because up until that point, I had heard a lot of info about it. For those of you who do not know what Rec Room is, let me give you a quick explanation. Rec Room is an online Roblox-like game that has operated for years. They are estimated at 3.5 billion. The game has an estimated 1.3 thousand players that go through its doors every day. The game claims that you have to have a junior account when you're 12 or younger. You may have seen it through memes where people say the worst possible shit imaginable. I have made videos and investigated the game for the last 3 years. I even made a whole series where I exposed bits of Rec Room. Today, however, it's a little less funny than it normally is. I quit the game a while ago and didn't go through with the documentary because of it. I wanted to move on and never play the game again. But after discussing this with more people, I wanted to make this video to get it out to the largest number of people possible. This video is to discuss a major problem that the game company, Rec Room Inc. has not addressed. Pedophilia, and more specifically, in Rec Room clans. As to quickly get over what a Rec Room clan is, it's a military role-playing community where they normally sit behind a wall and train people to watch the wall. I went out into clans for some data collecting, and what I found will shock you. Now, the thing that instantly stood out to me was the fact that everybody knew a story. Everybody knew someone that was a pedophile, or someone that knew of a pedophile, which for most games is pretty crazy. Throughout this video, I'll go over 3 specific cases, then over major problems, and then a conclusion for Rec Room and for you.
I'll do it, Jiggle.
Of course, of course.
Of course, yeah, it's right behind me.
I could be under your desk.
Oh, sure, you are little, so you possibly could. It's not that big of a desk.
I'm not little.
You're just gonna sit down there and just look up at me while I'm playing my game. That's all you're gonna do.
Of course.
Goofy,
give you some support, you know. I fucking
some support. I mean, shit. That's what happens when you gotta get focused. You gotta get some motivation to keep focused. That's funny as fuck. You're going off the wall.
Now, I know that your first reaction is, number 1, this probably isn't the story that you were thinking about, and number 2, you definitely don't know this guy. But he is a perfect example of all the similarities that I found between all of these guys. Noko was a co-owner of GCR with a man named Artemis. I'm gonna allow another person to explain to you.
Essentially expose Noko for being a complete fucking nonce. At the very least, a lot of people say he isn't. A lot of people are trying to back down that he isn't, but the reality is that he got caught in 4K. There is a whole Star Wars community called GLR defending Noko hard to harboring him in their clan as we speak. So essentially, he's been talking to multiple underage girls. There are a lot of them before he turned 18, and it's another one which is, funnily enough, cousin, which is one of the victims of Noko VR. And essentially, this motherfucker basically set his dick over to his cousin. So the nastiest shit, yeah. It's quite unfortunate, really. He's 22 years old, by the way. He pretends to be 20, but he's actually 22.
He would link up with a girl who was 16 at the time of first contact. I will play more footage of them here together.
He used me to get off on call. Like literally a couple hours before he turned 18. He was so apologetic, he felt awful, he couldn't sleep when I told somebody about it, but he could sleep before I told somebody about it. Yeah, but because he wasn't technically an adult yet, I brushed it off, and I didn't really give a shit after.
Bro, why is this kid Ben requesting to join me? there's this kid, GCR, you can tell he's a little special needs, but fuck's sake, dude.
Now, with all this evidence, I think without a doubt, you can admit that this guy is a pedophile. He would escape to another clan named GLR. He is still not banned, and as of this video, he was on a day ago. This case has already been done to death, and I know that. But Roz is a little bit more personal for me because just like the other clan owners, I've had discussions with him. Roz owned a lot of top clans, and he also made a lot of money for Rec Room. Roz reportedly sexted with a 13-year-old when he was 17. I'm gonna now provide video evidence of him talking about it and a bunch of other documentaries that you should go watch.
Gave me condoms.
Why?
She said that just in case.
I mean, it's always good to be prepared.
I'm joking. Weapon of mass destruction. Oh my god, my voice. You want to live in the same house as I do? We could travel the world, you know? Have fun. Hello everybody. My name is Big Daddy Roz, the emperor of everything.
Yeah, no.
I declare myself to fuck you. Beliefs and whatever you want to believe, but if she is not here to want to debate, defend the relationship she has right now, if she doesn't want to defend her relation towards this clan, if she does not want to defend her relationship, doesn't want to defend her belief, if she doesn't want to defend her rank, doesn't want to defend anything, then it's her decision, not wanting to keep any of it.
What type
It's
of
like,
relationship
imagine
are they
you
in, by the
being
way?
suit in card, but you don't want to arrive there.
Her and
You
a
don't
poodle?
want
They're
to
dating. I mean,
defend
Yeah.
for yourself. Because I'm fair man.
I mean
If Joker of Flames was right about something against me, and I would have a fair debate, and they won me, I'm like, okay, they won me, damn, alright, I'm gonna learn something from them, you know?
I mean, I
had
understand that.
debates with people. Some of them win me, some of them lose.
Yeah, I
That's how it
understand.
works.
I understand
That's
that.
how
and
humans
I-
debate to find the right thing.
Yeah, and I understand the whole like.
Alright,
Right?
see ya.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
let's
that's
let's
exactly
just
what
be
it has
honest
nothing
though.
to
Let's
do with
be
the whole
honest.
situation,
No.
you know?
Alright.
Hey, can I just be honest with you, Awesome? Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Why would somebody that does not have a dry pussy get mad about being told that they have a dry pussy? You should
Well,
only get mad if you genuinely have a dry pussy.
If you need more proof, however, let me show you some stuff that hasn't been shown to the public. One of the most basic things is that if you go into the Wreck Military Discord and mention this story, you will be banned. His team has been told directly not to discuss this. He also allegedly harbored a pedophile in his clan for 6 months without question. To prove it even more, in an unused Discord, a very obvious kid came in and said that Roz is a pedo. Someone doxed him, and no one was banned. No one was banned, and Awesome, the Crown Prince, didn't do anything to stop it. If he was innocent, why would they do this? Rec Room has little to no news coverage in a negative light. This game has kept squeaky clean by not exposing or banning these guys, because it goes directly against their messaging. Upon questions to the wider Rec Room public, their answers were pretty conclusive.
Nope. They have done nothing.
Absolutely not. No, they don't care. They're not going to do anything. They're making billions off. They're making billions right now off of this game, and they do not care if the person's a pedophile or not. The only thing they care about is getting rid of racism or homophobia.
Well, to be honest with you, if you're a game that's making millions off of stuff, would you even care about people if you're making millions of dollars?
Money and activity for Rec Room because
to be honest with you, I think it's because of money. Because
No, not at all. They actually proceeded to promote these people's clans with bumping them up on the event page when there was lower people in the event. And instead of doing anything about them, I specifically emailed Rec Room about one of them, and they replied to me there's no evidence after I sent them a video and picture clips of TJ asking for a 13-year-old girl bra size.
This shit ain't getting resolved. Let me fill you in. Top 10 creators, top 50 creators, the biggest creators on Rec Room. I can name at least 8 people who have done really weird shit in it, and I'm not going to, but a lot of them are really fucked up. And like, when the top dogs of the community are the fucking problems, you can't deal with it. Because Rec Room's not gonna ban their biggest money makers. So, there's no way to resolve it. There's no fixing this.
Not one person said that they knew of someone being banned on Rec Room for pedophilia. Even their own community doesn't trust the company, which is, quote, all about the player. While collecting data, as I already stated, a similar principle that I found with all of them is that everyone that I talked to knew about a pedophile that they had knew or heard of or someone told them about. The amount of data I collected was crazy. For most of them, I got at least their name, the situation at hand, their rank, and who they were dating, and how old they were. And as already stated, a commonality between all of them is that Rec Room hasn't banned any of them. From the largest creator to the smallest, to the lower ranks to the higher ranks, not one of them has been banned. This problem is centuries old at this point. It has been on the platform for so long, and yet no community has addressed it. And no community in Rec Room has such a problem like this.
It's called Chevy's Crew. It's like Chevy's Crew. One of them, he's like at least 29, about to be 30 something. He's in his like late 29s, about to be 30s or something, or he's probably 30 something. He's dating a 17-year-old, at least 29 or 28 or 30.
Okay, so the story with Hyper, he used to be in a military called the Royal Empire Military, some shit like that, Royalty Empire, and he wanted me to help him build with him. So my old friend Maddie from Oasis, I think she was like 16 or 17 or 15, one of those, and he was trying to talk to her and send her a fucking dick pic. Now, Dark Lone Wolf, that's a huge blown out story.
I remember that.
Dark Lone Wolf he used to be the general, I think it was like, what, Navy general? Or Army general, I believe. One of the two. He was a general in Oasis, and there's a friend that I used that look as a little sister, which is Raz. Raz, I'm still friends with her, she still plays Rec Room. He would like cuddle up on her, and then he would tell her, that he wishes that she was sitting on his lap and wishes that he would date her when she's literally like 15 years old.
Frosty, what's his face? TJ.
Alright, cool.
TJ and Frosty. Frosty owned FOTE. TJ owned a different clan, I forget it, but he was also in FOTE as a Sith. FOTE got shut down, so Frosty harassed. Her name was Star, and she was 15 at the time. He was probably 19. Yeah, like 19.
Yeah, I knew a guy named Lux. He was a pedophile. Oh, he was a fucking he was a captain on this server, and before he was a captain, he was a trial sender. He had a lot of pull and leeway. I personally have no fucking clue. I don't know why they haven't. 18, 19, he was fucking around with 13-year-olds.
It was a martial commander, yes I do. So I don't think so. I reported him, but I never got the notification that, how like whenever you report somebody and they get banned, it's like we take an action against this player.
I know a
Noko
lot. I know a
VR.
lot.
I know
So
Noko
we go on the
VR.
list. We got Noko VR. We got what's his name? Fucking Procraft.
Procraft.
You have
Ryu
hold on, let me
as
do
well?
Ryu
Oh my
first.
god.
There's a guy named Ryu.
So Shiro is what's it called?
Now, as for anyone else who may be watching this video asking, where do I go if I'm a victim? Please, go to your parents. Tell them. Your parents will always be on your side. They might check your messages with this person, but remember that you are the victim in this situation. You're okay, you've done nothing wrong, you've been taken advantage of. Now for a common viewer, throughout all these examples of people and evidence, the question I hope that you've been asking is, what can I do? I'm going to make it simple. I want you to go to your email and email Rec Room support. There's going to be a copy message below this video, just copy this. Dear Rec Room, there is an underlying problem of pedophilia on Rec Room, a game that the players make for the players. So, if you are so for community, please ban these pedophiles. Rec Room, if you're watching, the answer is obvious. Rather than banning me or the many players who play your game, listen to the players when there is evidence and ban these guys. Your game is mainly inhabited by kids, and you know that. Now, as for clan leaders that may have been addressed in this video or in my document, as for you, number 1, get off the internet forever. Break your modem and go outside. Number 2, don't go back to sexting minors, and go to your local police and turn yourselves in. You have nothing left, only a trail of victims that will eventually just turn you in anyway. Also, while you're at it, go fuck yourselves, you losers. This has been John Johnson. Remember to send that email.